Hey everyone, it's on to day 3 of Wild Scales, and another daily means another series of challenges for you guys to try out here. Now, once again, I hope everyone has been having some pretty good success and having a good amount of fun with these challenges, as well as having a good amount of success with the permamap. But that is not what we're here for today. Today, we are here to talk more about today's particular dailies. So let's dive right on into it, shall we? Today's daily is taking place on the Faust map from CC Blade Deserted Factory. Faust is going to be buffed today, so be prepared for that and have your strategies planned out accordingly. But today that is not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about our particular challenges and any rules and exceptions that they may have. So let's go ahead and talk about those now. Up first is a conflict group by the name of Class Supremacy. Class Supremacy is a party restriction challenge that forces you to bring in a specific number of operators that belong to the same class. Which class you use is entirely up to your decision, so feel free to choose that particular class. That said, there are 2 tiers to this particular challenge. The first tier requires that a quarter of your party must match this class type, whereas the second tier makes it to where half of your party must be. Classes can have their disadvantages, so it's important to make sure that the remaining operators that you bring into your particular run are easily able to account for those weaknesses that the class you are working with has. Up next is a more simple contract challenge by the name of Pathfinder. Pathfinder is in a way like a lot of our let blank score challenges. They do conflict with last line of defense, a contract that reduces your HP seals to 1. In this particular one though, you are not going to be using last line of defense and working with this one. If you do pick up Pathfinder, you have to let a Tactical Scout score. These guys will appear in the top left of the screen after Faust has entered the arena. Last but not least is one that I think would be pretty interesting for today's daily, and that is Compromised Position. Faust likes to have a pretty nasty shot, and people like to use fast redeploys to redirect that particular shot away from the rest of their particular team. That said, Compromised Position looks to, in a way, punish that while also being very dangerous to the rest of your team. Compromised Position is a deployment restriction. When an operator that has been deployed on a tile is KO'd or retreated, the tile that they were on when this happened can no longer be used. This can be extremely punishing if you are not prepared for it. So be very cautious about which particular spaces you use. The only exception for this particular challenge is that devices and summons do not have to abide by this deployment restriction and can be placed freely without any consequence. This is again due to the fact that devices and summons are not operators, so we have to hold that particular definition here. That said, that is going to be all for today's particular dailies and explaining them and all their particular gimmicks. Hopefully you guys have some good amount of fun trying these challenges out, and I will see you guys all again in the near future for another challenge video. I'll see you guys all again real soon.